I know it's only October, but the holiday season will be here before you know it. Here on episode 137 of the Love and Lebanon podcast, we want to help you check off everyone on your list. Karla Goshe-Williams from Midwest Marketplace is back, and she brought one of the event exhibitors, Lynzee Grooms, with her. Lynzee operates Berkeley Faith Designs and will be showing off her talents on November 3rd and 4th at the Boone County Fairgrounds. Karla and Lynzee share what you can expect at this year's Midwest Marketplace event. Episode 137 starts now.
Welcome to the Love and Lebanon podcast, highlighting all the great things happening in Lebanon, Indiana. Have an idea for an episode? Send an email to loveandlebanon@lebanon.in.gov.
Hey everybody, welcome to this episode of the Love and Lebanon podcast. I'm Joe LePage. I am the Community Development Director for the City of Lebanon. We are just about a month away. Before we hit record, it was we're exactly a month away from this thing. We're getting ready for Midwest Marketplace, taking place on November 3rd and 4th out at the Boone County 4-H Fairgrounds and the Witham Pavilion, the adjoining building as well. We've got Karla Goshe-Williams, who organizes this thing, and one of her fantastic vendors, exhibitors for the event, Lynzee Grooms. Ladies, thank you for being here on the podcast.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Did I describe it well enough? A nervous excitement, but prior to a month away?
I know, you guys had to remind me it was just a month away. No pressure. Yeah, it's a month away. We expanded. We're in 3 buildings now.
No way.
Last year we had the Witham and South Centennial.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Now we have Witham, South Centennial, and North Centennial. So it's growing.
And that's a good thing.
Yes.
And how is it like drinking from a fire hose? It's, kind of organizing everybody, put them in their proper spot, all that stuff.
Yes, we are currently working on the map now. So it's a game of Tetris every time. Every time.
But it's got to be a fun game, though, because it
is.
was just, if you were going the opposite direction, trying to fit fewer exhibitors in,
That's
and
true.
you guys are doing more. I'm guessing the buzz is definitely out there, and it's got to feel good to have that many folks want to be part of your event.
Yes, it's awesome. So we worked with the Fairgrounds and we're able to get the extra building. And yeah, we're just filling it up. And we have over 110 merchants this year. So it's awesome.
And if someone has never been, can you kind of describe the experience? Because it gives you that holiday feeling a month early. And walking through Walmart, hey, the Christmas trees are already up. You've got some Halloween candy, but the Christmas trees are already there. We're getting ready for the holidays, and that's really a precursor.
Yes, you can shop for yourself. You can shop for Christmas gifts. You can shop for whatever you need. We have a mix of clothing, jewelry, food,
Candles.
I had to look. Let's see, what else? Women's clothes, a whole mix. Baby toys, kids' toys, charcuterie boards, you name it, you should be able to find it there.
And the thing that we like, too, and you've been on the podcast before and now are a seasoned pro with this, Karla, but it's one of those things where it is something for everybody, that you can bring the kids and they can find something for them. You can get them some hot chocolate or get some coffee, that type of thing, and kind of stroll and just kind of make it a kind of a date thing also, if you so desire. It's just kind of something for everybody.
Yeah, so we have VIP tickets that are for Friday, November 3rd. You get, with that, it's $20, and you get a Midwest Marketplace bag. You get some merchant discounts, some other goodies in the bag, or you can just have general admission, and that is $5 online or at the door. And then Saturday, we are having Santa there from 9 to 1. So that's exciting. That is new. And then also we're doing wreath making classes. So you could make a wreath with your wife.
You
by
totally
the way.
could. Totally
You could.
Totally
And those are limited. So the VIP, there's only 100 tickets available. And then wreath making is with Camino and Company at Carly. And that is Saturday. There's 3 classes, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 3 to 4.
And so you got Santa on loan from
Yes.
the North Pole.
Correct, exactly.
How did the hamster wheel? How does that turn to be able to add these things, or do they organically? A wreath maker says, "Hey, we'd love to be part of your event. We've heard about the buzz, that type of thing." How do those things kind of play themselves out?
Yeah, she's a florist in Noblesville, actually, but she wanted to be part of the event. And so it just happens. So it's awesome.
Yeah, well, it's got to be a miserable experience. That's why that she wants to be part of it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
Yes,
sure.
exactly.
And we kind of talked about everyone. I'm guessing you listen to every podcast episode we do with the Love and Lebanon podcast. We talked to Karla before, and you had some success stories from small businesses that were part of Midwest Marketplace, and then they may have some brick and mortar items. We talked about Melissa and the fact that she's now located downtown in Lebanon on the Courthouse Square. It used to be as part of the Heart of Lebanon, now her own standalone store.
Yep,
I'm guessing you are kind of looking and wanting to foster relationships.
We want the businesses to grow, and we have a good mix of repeat merchants and new merchants. So we always want to keep it fresh and everything, and the merchants keep it fresh with their new stuff. So we have some that have been with us for 3 years, such as Lynzee.
Nice transition. I was looking for a spot.
From Berkeley Faith. I stalked her the first year.
And we were trying to remember how we met, I guess. And
Yeah.
so I guess you stalked me on Instagram and invited me to the
yes.
for when Midwest was brand new, because this is the third year, right? So I'm a Zionsville resident, and I've been making jewelry since the spring of 2019. And I got started in making jewelry. It's just creating and making things has always been a passion of mine. I was an art major in college, and always wanted to be a vendor making something. So years and years ago, and I would attend just as a customer at different art markets and craft shows, I'm thinking there's something that I can, and discovered polymer clay. A coworker of mine, she made polymer clay earrings, and that was something that I'd never really heard of before. So I was kind of curious about it, and did research and asked her some questions, and then just started making the earrings. And
I have a pair on today.
you do, I noticed that. Thank you. Carla always wears my things.
Yeah,
I know.
okay. You gotta be repping your exhibitors.
So I attend mostly in-person markets. I do have an Etsy store. It's Berkeley Faith Designs, and started that also in the spring of 19, and just kind of going with the flow. And I'm very busy on the weekends with my 2 kids. So usually in the summers, actually this summer, I attended the fewest shows because we have baseball every weekend. Yeah. And my kids are first, and this is kind of an expensive, very time-consuming hobby.
But hopefully worthwhile, right?
It is worthwhile, okay. Yeah. And, Zionsville friends and residents and neighbors really show up at Midwest Marketplace, which is why I love that market so much. So it's fun to see people come out and support me, and then also support other makers too. And the market has such quality vendors. So
Thank you.
Because Karla does a lot of stalking. Is that what you
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
She either scares you.
I bully you into it, or,
No, but we've developed this really nice
Yeah.
friendship too. And I'm really impressed by Karla. And I don't know if other vendors can say this too, or maybe it's because we live so close to each other anyway. But after I attended Midwest, that first year, she's been to, I think, every single event that I've been at. So she must still stalk me on
Maybe
Instagram, because you're always there. But
you are a fan, obviously. If you're repping, you're stalking, you're doing. Right. But at the same time, it seems like you guys have it's more than an exhibitor and someone running an event. It seems like it's there's some camaraderie there. There's some collaboration there. You want a good show, and you want to be able to have good things at this show, and want to be able to do your product well.
And
is that
that's
what it takes?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as a vendor, you want a great experience at a market. You want to be around, I think, quality vendors. And I enjoy being at markets where it's all handmade. And you want the advertising for the show to be successful too, because if there's no advertising, obviously no one knows that it's there, and no one's going to come. And then you're sitting there all day without any sales, and everyone else is in the same boat. So that gets a little frustrating, but I think you do a great job with marketing. And, but yeah, in the community too. I think the maker community, we all support each other. So you would think that there could be some competition, there's another jewelry maker, and
or fight for dollars. I know each person has $100 to spend. But it's more teamwork type thing.
And always a good feeling.
Joe, you're going to need to bring more than $100.
I
you're
just threw it out there arbitrarily, just kind of a
You're
going to
spend more than $100 because we have so many good merchants.
Because you can't no, I need a little of that. I need some of that. And, yeah,
Right.
that's
Exactly.
everything.
Indiana whiskey. There you go.
That's, yeah.
Clues is going to be there.
Yeah, we didn't hang out at either one of those places last time. Indiana whiskey, we hung out at quite a bit last year, so it'd be an awesome time. Everybody, we're talking with Karla Goshe-Williams and Lynzee Grooms, talking about Midwest Marketplace coming up on November 3rd and 4th. We talked about the VIP experience, ticket sales, all those things we'll have as part of the body of this podcast. You can go online, you can check out, you can do your own stocking. What's the website?
It's midwestmarketplace.co, so not .com. We always have that. I always put that disclaimer in there, .co. And the link is there to buy tickets.
Gotcha. And Lynzee, before we hit record, we didn't want to, you said you didn't want to talk too much into your, inspiration and things like that, but would love to just talk with a maker about what goes into, and looking at the pictures here on the Facebook page, do my own little Karla. I'm doing my own little stalking here. I'm a mini Karla right here. But what goes into your inspiration, and what was it about the medium? What is it again?
It's called polymer clay.
Polymer clay. I knew it was clay. Okay.
It's a plastic type of clay. There's PVC actually in the clay. It's moldable, and you bake it in a domestic oven. I actually had to look it up this morning because I knew you'd ask me what that was. But the inspiration, gosh, I mean, in July, I think I started making Halloween earrings, and now I'll start making Christmas earrings. So it's kind of an odd, you want to be ahead of the season so your inventory's ready. But polymer clay, you can do anything with it. There's lots of textures, and you can mix different things in with it, like glitter and, oh my gosh, I don't know. There's all kinds of different cutters, like little tiny, if you think of cookie cutters, there's some teeny tiny ones, and I'm constantly buying those, and textures, and I use paint and silk screens and gold foil and just all kinds of stuff. So it's an ever evolving type of medium. You can do anything with it. I follow lots of other polymer clay makers to get ideas and inspiration and kind of make my own type of earrings. But what was big last year were I made these little tiny Christmas stud earrings, and that was really popular. And
I have a set of those.
Yes.
Why am I not shocked to hear that?
Yeah, so I'm planning on making more of those, and right now I'm doing lots of Halloween and glow in the dark. And
You just either pop in your head, or you kind of see other doers doing that, and you kind of replicate or put your own spin on it. That
I
type
do.
of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I've been very lucky to have partnered with actually the Light for Levi Foundation. Okay. This is they didn't ask me to say anything, but Light for Levi Foundation, I made a necklace with their logo, with their sunburst, to support Levi Chisholm. He was in a near drowning accident a couple years ago. So I've partnered with them too and made some necklaces, and I give a portion of those proceeds to those. So I like doing those fundraisers too, because it's important to me. So
helping people look good, and then helping people, with their causes at the same time.
Exactly.
There we go. Now, help us out, Karla. If there's a maker that is wanting to possibly be involved in this, you talked about the game of Tetris that you're playing, putting all the vendors where they need to go in now 3 different buildings at the Boone County 4-H Fairgrounds. Can they still get in? Or
we have a few spots left. So it is still possible. They need to fill out the application online at our website as soon as possible. But yes, there are a few spots left.
It's a great promotional event for our community.
Get to the fairgrounds. The parking is free. Jack and Marcia are great to work with. It just they make it so easy. And actually, if someone told me a story the other day when they came, because they live on the northeast side, but they stopped at the Friendly to have lunch. So that's just, they act like it's so far away. It's not that far away, but they really, got to go to some places they hadn't been to in a long time and check out the cities, the county. Nice. So yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah, it's a win. And everybody, again, it's great for the entire family, November 3rd and 4th. You can find more about Lynzee's great jewelry on Berkeley Faith Designs. I just searched it on Facebook, did it on Insta as well, and some great pictures there. You can do some early shopping, some kind of things to look for when you head out to Midwest Marketplace. Ladies, thanks so much for being here on the podcast. Really appreciate it. Hopefully it wasn't too painful.
It wasn't.
We survived.
It was nice. Thank you.
And thank you to everyone who survived this long to the end of our podcast. More great episodes are coming your way soon. Take care, everybody.